Hello beautiful people, my name is Taiwo and you're welcome back to my channel today, Easy Sewing with Tai. What I have for you on the channel today is the cutting and the sewing tutorial of this gorgeous boo dress with shoulder plates. You would love it, and a V neckline. And if today is your very first time of coming across this channel, you're welcome. A round of applause to you. Thank you for stopping by. You will love it here. And to all returning subscribers, you're welcome as well. Shout out to you all. Thank you all so much. Now, if you're yet to subscribe, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button, okay? Like this video because I know you will gain value from it. Put on the post notification, leave a comment for me, share, okay? You don't want to enjoy all this goodness alone. Thank you. Now let's get started. Here's the fabric that I'll be working with today, and I've gone ahead to fold it into four. As you can see, I have 1, 2, 3 and 4. The part that you can see me touch, yes, that's going to be my shoulder line, and it is on fold, so I will not be joining it here. But if yours will require a joining, then it's fine. It does not mean that the dress will not still come out as nice. And now I have my full length. So the full length of this gown that we're working with is 60, but I have 62 here. I'll be using 2 inches to fold it. Now you can add any allowance of your choice. So the very first thing that we'll be doing here, before we even start cutting out the neckline or shaping the sides or anything, is to mark out the measurement for that design, that folded design that is at the shoulder, that runs from the shoulder all the way to the hem of this dress. Now to do that, it depends on where that design is on the style that you're creating. And on this particular style, you can see that the end of that fold is falling directly at the end of the shoulder. So I want you to take note of that. And the second thing you want to take note of is to determine how wide you want that your fold to be. So I would want mine to be 2.5 inches wide on fold. That means when it is opened, it is 5 inches. The shoulder measurement that we are working with is 17, and 17 divided by 2 is 8.5. 8.5. I'm going to mark that and put that there. Remember that I said earlier that I want that fold effect. I want it to be 2.5 inches wide on fold. I want it to be 2.5 inches wide on fold. When open, it is 5 inches. Now you can use between 2.5 to 3 inches. It's totally up to you, but 2.5 is fine for this project. So all I'm going to do now is to subtract that 2.5. Subtract the 2.5 from the shoulder measurement that I've imputed. You know, I imputed 8.5 for the shoulder measurement. Now I'm going to subtract 2.5. It means I'm going to have 6 inches. 6 inches. I'm going to go ahead and mark that as well. I'm going to go ahead and chalk that out. Now from that 6 inches, now from that 6 inches, I'm going to go ahead and measure out 5 inches. 5 inches. I'm going to go ahead and measure out 5 inches. So this is what I'm going to have. So now when I want to fold it, this is how it's going to be. You just want to, you want the 6 inches mark and the 5 inches mark to meet up, and you are going to have your fold like so. So this is how the fold is going to be like when we are done sewing. Now you can see that the end of that fold is falling directly on the shoulder measurement, which is 8.5. So yes, this is what I want to achieve. So the next thing to do now is to go ahead and duplicate that measurement all the way to the hem. I'll go ahead and measure this at both sides of this fabric. This is going to guide me when I'm about to sew it. But if you know that you'll be able to get all this without marking it, then fine. But it's advisable, especially if this is your first time of making this style, that you just go ahead and chalk it out like this on your fabric on all the 4 sides now. And make sure that this chalking is done on the right side of the fabric, because this sewing would be done on the right side of the fabric. I'll go ahead and chalk out everything. Chalk it out on all the 4 sides before proceeding to the sewing machine, so that we can sew that fold in place. Now as you can see, I've chalked it out on all the 4 sides. Doing this will enable fast and easy sewing with precision. There will be no error or mistake, so it's better you do this. So this is one side and that is the other side. Let me open it up so you can see. So and that is the center. You know, we have that fold at both the right side and the left side. So all you have to do is just to make sure that the 2 chalk line you put them together and you sew on it. Now you want to make sure that your sewing is facing outside, not facing the center of the fabric, okay? So you just want to go ahead and sew it this way, making sure that the two chalk line matches up like so, and you have 2.5. So this is how it is. You can see that that fold part is facing outside. That's the center, it's not facing the center, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and sew it all the way and show you what I have. And now here's what my fabric looks like. So I've done making that fold. That's the center of the fabric. You can see the two folds at both sides facing the outer part, not facing the center. So I'm gone ahead to make that folded effect all the way to the end. The next thing to do now is to fold my fabric into four, just like the way it was folded when we started this tutorial. After which we will now start imputing the neck measurement, cut out the neckline and the rest. So now I folded it into four. All I have to do is to measure the shoulder measurement, and what I have left there is going to be my sleeve length. I'm going to exhaust everything there, which is 9.5. So what I have there is a combination of both the sleeve measurement and the shoulder measurement. Now it's time to determine the shoulder opening. The shoulder opening that I'm working with is 20. 20 divided by 2 is 10, because remember it is on fold. Now I'm going to add 1 inch allowance to this for joining. So if there will be a joining at your shoulder, then you want to add 1.5 inch, okay? Because by the time you join it at the shoulder, the measurement that you have there would have reduced. So but because my own is on fold and I will not be joining it at the shoulder, I'm just going to go ahead and add 1 inch only. So that's what I have there. I'm going to mark that out. Now it's time to go ahead and start putting the vertical measurement. So what I marked out now is the neck to the chest line. So I'm using 12 in this case since it is a BUBU. The next thing I'm going to mark is the half length. That's the neck to the waistline, and I have 18 there, thereabouts. Then I'm going to mark the neck to the hip line, So I'm going to mark out those 3 lines like so. Now on the chest line, I'm going to go ahead and put in the bust measurement divided by 4. Remember that this fabric is folded into 4, so bust measurement divided by 4. Then I'll go ahead and add 3 inches for the ease. That's how big I want it to be, and 1 inch for the sewing allowance. So in total I have 4. Then on the waistline, I'm going to go ahead and put in the waist measurement. Then I'm going to go ahead and add 4 inches. Remember, 3 inches for the freeness and 1 inch for the sewing allowance. On the hip line, I will do the same thing. I'll put in the hip measurement, then I'll go ahead and add 4 inch to it. So that is depends on how big you want this outfit to be, but adding 3 inches, because at the end of the day when I open this up, it means I have added 6 inches to the front and 6 inches to the back, which is fine. So what I have on my hip that way, I'm going to keep replicating it or duplicating it till I get to the hem of the fabric, just as you can see me do. Now all I have to do is to connect all these lines like so. And also take note, I forgot to mention it, the waist measurement and the hip measurement I divided by 4 before imputing it and before adding the 4 inches allowance. For example, if the hip measurement is 40, 40 divided by 4 is 10. So you want to go ahead and chalk out 10 on your fabric, then add 4 to it. In total that's 14. Now the next thing to do is to just give it a curve. Just connect it, the bust measurement on that chest line, connect it to the sleeve opening like so, and just give it a curve. Now it's time to cut out what we have measured so far. So I'll go ahead and cut it out like so. Now the next thing to do is to cut out the neckline. So the neck dimension for the back is 3.5 by 2.5. 3.5 by 2.5, while the dimension for the front is 3.5 by 6.5. 3.5 by 6.5. It's a V-shaped neckline, so I'm just going to connect it with my ruler like so. Now it's time to cut it out. I'll go ahead and cut out the back neckline like so, when everything is still folded into four. But to cut out the front neckline, I have to open it up. So I'm sure that I'm cutting it out only for the front. Please take note, you don't want to make this mistake. You can cut it together like this for the back, but when it's time to cut out the front, you just have to open it up so that you know that you are cutting out only the front. Now the back would be having a slit, so I'm just going to go ahead and measure that slit. So I want it to be 4 inches, so I'm just going to mark it that way, and I'm just going to cut it like so. Just divide it into two. Now that the neckline is ready, the next thing I have to do now is to cut the facing to turn this neckline. So here is my facing. The chalk line you can see there is representing the shoulder, so I'm just going to place it underneath like so, making sure that the shoulder line on the facing matches up with the shoulder line on the outfit. That's where you can the shoulder line on the outfit is where I have that green pin, and where I have that pink pin. Okay, I just did not chalk it out with a chalk, but I know that that's the shoulder line because I've notched it earlier while cutting the neckline. So I'm just going to make sure that everything stays in place like so, and I'm just going to cut out the neckline on the facing also. Now this sleeve opening is going to have an extra layer of band, so what I have there is 20 by 5 inch. By the time I fold it into two, I'm going to have 2.5, and I'm going to use half to join it. So I'm just going to join it to the sleeve opening like so. It's just going to serve as a band to elongate the sleeve length. So I've gone ahead to cut out the pocket off camera. Dimension is just 13 by 13. Then I'm going to notch where the pocket is going to start from. It's going to start from the waistline, or you can come down by 1 inch or 2 inches, and then you notch 7 inches after 2. That's going to be your sleeve opening. 6 or 7 is fine. So now it's time to move to the sewing machine. So for easy sewing, I'm gonna have to pin down the facing on the fabric this way so that it's not going to shift. So I'm just going to go ahead and sew it round, starting from the slit all the way. Then I'm going to fold the edges of the facing also. Now the right side of the fabric is facing me, and also the right side of the facing is facing the main fabric. So that's how you want to place, so that by the time we are done sewing, we can turn it inside like so, and everything will be neat. So I'm just going to go ahead and sew the neckline all the way like so. So after sewing, you want to make sure that you notch it. You know, it's not a straight sewing, it's a circular sewing, so you have to make sure that you notch it properly so it can lay flat. So I'm going to go ahead and notch it, then on the facing top stitch on the facing to achieve that nice look. After which, I'll go ahead and attach the sleeve opening band to it like so. Just fold it into two like I said, and I'll be joining it with 1/2 inch. So I'm going to sew it all the way like so. Now the next thing to do is to attach the pocket. So starting from where I said the pocket opening is going to start from the waistline, I'm just going to go ahead and sew it by 1 inch to where the pocket opening is going to end, which is 7 inches. So that space is 7 inches. You can use either 6 or 7, and I'm going to notch it that way. You can see that I left 2 inches before the start point of the pocket opening. Now I'm just going to go ahead and top stitch like so. So I've made pockets a couple of times on this channel. The link to those more detailed tutorial on the pocket will be in my description box in case you do not understand this. Now I just have to go ahead and fold it like so, and sew it both at the upper part and at the lower part using French seam method. You can give it a curve if you like. If you do not want this rectangular shape, you can give it a curve both at the upper part and at the lower part. So I'm going to sew it using French seam method, and this is what I have. My pocket is ready. So the final thing to do now is just to join it at the two sides. I'll be joining it at the side using the 1 inch allowance that I added. So before this, I've gone ahead to fold the hem. That's the lower part of this dress. I've gone ahead to fold it with 2 inches. I did that off camera. So the final thing we'll be doing is to join it together at the sides, both the front and the back. Just join it together with your desired sewing allowance, the one you added when you were cutting this out. I added 1 inch, and that is what I'm going to join it by. So you want to be careful, especially when you get to the pocket area. You want to keep using your hand to trace it, making sure that you do not sew over your pocket opening, so that at the end of the day, when you are done sewing, you will see that you are unable to open your pocket. So you want to be careful when you are sewing the pocket area. Do not sew over your pocket opening. So I'll join it at the two sides, and I'll show you the final result. And that will be all for today. So I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope that you gain value, and I hope that you'll be trying yours soon. Okay, you can share your result with me via other social media platforms. It's Easy Sewing with Ike on Facebook and Instagram. Also, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like it, share as well, leave a comment for me, let me know what you think. Okay, so if you're yet to subscribe, please do so as well. Thank you, and see you in my next video. Bye.